I was walking along this morning and I was having a conversation with myself. And I thought, that's a conversation I want to share. So there it is. I had just dropped off my car at the mechanic whose workshop is at the end of the village. And it was just so smooth and easy. I drove my car there. I left it with him. Lila and I came back home, stopped and got some fruits on the way. And I left my car there because I think I fried the handbrake because I keep forgetting, which is actually a foot brake, because I keep forgetting to disengage it before we start driving. I know. So I go, what is that little squeaky sound? What is that squeaky sound? And it takes me a while to realize, hey, you left the foot brake on again. So I fried the foot brake and hopefully they're going to replace it. But as I was dropping off that car and coming home and buying some fruits, I had this thought, and sorry about the noise. Well, yeah, it's not sorry. That's just how it is over here. I had this thought. I just bought a piece of land here, and I'm starting to build a small home. And when I was telling someone I love, respect, whose opinion I super duper value about that, he said, so you're planting roots there. And I could tell in the voice that there was something like, that was kind of quick. You've only been there a year. Are you sure that's where you want to be? And I know that this particular person wants me to explore other parts of Mexico. And to his benefits, I will say that I've only spent extended time in 2 places in Mexico in my life, and I've bought land now in both places. So yes, there is, I think he's speaking of, you fall in love so fast with these places and you don't know what else is out there. And, maybe the grass is greener somewhere else and you'd like something else better. And I hear that. And it makes me think, like, is it true? Like, am I messing up? And then the second part of this is, having bought that land and being ready to build on it, a few nights ago, I sat down and I took a piece of paper and I drew the house. And I just knew exactly how I wanted it to be. I put it on paper. And then the next morning, I gave it to my builder and we stood there on this bare land and looked, and he went, yeah, we can do that. So I was telling that person again about that, and he said, what do you mean? You just drew it at night before going to bed and then you're building that? Don't you need time to think about it? Don't you need time to investigate? Like maybe you can wait a few months. And my gut says no. I know what I want, and here it is, and I'm building it. But I've been second guessing myself. Is that how other people do it? I mean, I know how we do things any which way, and we will second guess ourselves in either way. And that's the point of the story, because that's what I was telling myself, walking back from the fruit stand, talking to myself. And I want to tell you is that I hear people who feel bad because they take years to make decisions. They have to look at everything. They have to think, they have to write, they have to investigate, they have to research. And it takes weeks, months, years, decades. And they feel bad about it. Like, oh, why can't I just move faster? But that's how it works for them. And there's nothing wrong with that. And then I think there's really nothing wrong with landing somewhere and going, I freaking love it here. And that's how I feel. I love my life. I love my life. Pretty much every day I love my life here. And maybe I would love my life in another town. It's easy for me to love my life. So that is true. But why? Why go investigate 10 other places? Why look at 12 other floor plans? I love it here. I'm going to build here. And I'm going to build this thing that I drew. And then, you know what? I can change my mind and I can do it differently. But mostly I wanted to speak to the idea that we will find a way to beat ourselves up for being too slow or for being too fast. And we will find people to question our sanity for doing things too slow or doing things too fast. And in the end, we trust our gut and we adjust. We make changes. If it's too fast, we go, I need to take a seat back and wait a little while. And if it's too slow, we say, I need to focus on just that for a while so that I can make things move along more. And that was my conversation between me and me. And now between me and you on my way back from the mechanic and the fruit stand this morning. What do you think about that?